Taz was always my favorite Looney Tunes character. And the other one. Um, there's a Tiny Toons version, too, of him. Can't think of what the Tiny Toons version name of him is now. It's gonna bug me. That's gonna bug me. Well, here we are on World 6. 34 lives. I think we're doing okay. But this world could be hard. Old school Marios. This is new Super Mario Brothers. But old school Marios, they usually ramp it up in like the last world. What am I doing? Oh, I'm on a ledge. I see. Like, what the fuck? Why is Mario acting so strange here? I couldn't figure out what was happening. Dizzy, that's it. Thank you, Hash. Yeah, Dizzy. I like Dizzy. Dizzy is hilarious. And Plucky. Dizzy's my first favorite character, and then I like Plucky a lot. Well, if you ever miss any of the reading, remember you can always go back and read it in tiny little parts on my YouTube channel. Oh my god. I see some... Wait, I need a... Man, why don't libs realize that Trump talking to Zelensky boosted the latter's popularity in Ukraine? That's your guy? 85% of Ukrainians think their government is corrupt, and sure don't side with the oppressor. Never mind the Nazis that were killing Russian speakers. Pootler talking points. It's true. I'm constantly saying, you know, it used to be, and it still is a litmus test, DPRK. In our modern era, though, Russia has become the fucking, the litmus test for leftists at this point. Their stance on fucking Russia. I swear to God. It's the most revealing thing. Do they still have a cartoonish depiction? Or, like, think everything is the same as in Lenin's day? And that, therefore, the Ukrainian war is an inter-imperialist, quote-unquote, war? Or do they have a grasp on reality? And that's what I mean by the litmus test right there. I mean, any of the empires of the empire any of the enemies of the empire work, but yeah, I agree. Yeah. I just find Russia right now is especially like one place where the liberals... Hello, wifey in chat. Everybody say hi to my wife in chat. Liberals feel really safe being like really gross, if I may, for lack of, I guess, a better word, about Russia. They feel like it's acceptable for them to be like really fucking dehumanizing. Yeah, exactly, Samuel. Like Russia, they deserve it, right? So the liberals are, at least a sizable chunk of them, feel like they're totally safe to just say the most racist shit. They can express the racism when it comes to Russia in a way that they can't do even towards some other countries that they feel probably the same way about. I was told by a lib yesterday to go fight for Putin. See? What is this? I'm just stuck here now? Cool. Nice game. No, I gotta be able to jump this somehow. Here, wait. Here we go. Yeah, yeah. Samuel, I would be very interested to like to study and get exactly how oh Jesus Christ. And like understand how exactly all of the movies featuring Russian sounding villains, how that's played into it over the years, you know? Someone was saying a lot of Russians went to Israel. I mean, okay, I mean, like, it's a little more complicated than that. You know what I mean? Like, and what does that mean? Okay, yeah, a lot of fucking Jewish people from Russia did go at some point. And? What's your point? You know what I mean? Like, that says something about them, but not something about fucking Russia, necessarily. The first 20 minutes of Rocky IV are peak, though. That's not bad. That part is pretty good. But I don't know if it can make up for the rest of it. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that 100%, Kira V. Ouch. That was a terrible mistake on my part. Let me get this thing. Oh, I see. Well, that was bad for me. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do that a little faster. And again, that's the people who went there said something about them. Yeah, and I mean, and again, there is something to be said. Like that, you can't deny that what Kira V pointed out is 100% absolutely an unfortunate thing. At the same time, we also can't forget that. Oh my God. We also can't forget that, you know, Russia has played an important role in helping, like, the resistance get actual material things that keep them going. In Syria, in fucking Lebanon, in other places. Again, not to excuse Netanyahu being there on Victory Day, but just, understand both things. Differential object appraisal or whatever is what Michael Perenni called it. Damn, that one seems hard to time. The guy who owned Chelsea football team was Ukrainian oligarch whose family used their Jordan and Israel connections to get ahead. That sounds like a pretty typical story. See, now it's like, can I hide somewhere? No. Keep running. I'm a little confused how it's 5 p.m. Pirate time and also 5 p.m. Texas time. Well, I'm a little bit later than I anticipated. Some people in my family move in slow motion, Sinjo. That was... Jay, welcome, welcome. I raised my Mario glass to you. This is D-E-S-M-U-M-E. I had to look at it because it's weird. D-smew me. D-smew me.
Here I go.
That's the core. And it works pretty good. I gotta say. Seriously, in this age, Jay, when we have mice to replicate you touching a screen, never a bad time. Oh yeah, I mean, Bricks is absolutely playing a long game. I would also say as well that Bricks, you know, it has lots of its own problems as well. Like, China isn't necessarily the leading force in it alone, right? So there's complicated arguments that go on there. But yeah, I mean, their goal is to make something that's actually, like, sustainable and stable. Oh, that's acid I jumped in.
Here I go.
Like, I thought I would get harassed and beat up in Russia. Meanwhile, I'd go to mosques and Indian stores, no issue. What's actually disgusting, it's interesting you mentioned that, Hash, because I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but right before this meeting took place, I noticed there was an explosion of this particular brand of ads, anti-Russia ads that you see sometimes. And the anti-Russian ads are always like this person, it's usually like dressed up like oh my god. It's usually dressed up like a social media post. And it's like this person, they wanted to go to Russia to have, to see, like, to experience typical family values. And then they got there and they were beaten half to death by racist mobs. See those fucking they're not really ads, they're like posts, but they're clearly some bullshit posts that are being made, right? News, or like disguised as like these factual news stories. Or there's a really pressing news story. I see a bunch of them lately. I read way too many. Oh my god, that thing! I read way too much Libers, Russia and Ukraine nonsense. It made myself angrier. There's a lot of it, it's like hard to avoid. Yeah, but I've seen a bunch of those ads where it's like this guy, he moved to Russia in order to, you know, because he appreciated their family, traditional family values or whatever, and then he was drafted into the military, and now he's dead in Ukraine. I've seen that literal story. Yikes. What the f-
So nice.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different versions of the Neuro Riot. There's one version of it that's like this black woman moved there and to get away from racism in the US, and she was beaten by racist mobs in Russia. As soon as she moved there. That's the other version of that similar thing I've seen. Yep. Yep, that's the other one I've seen. Yeah, and to be fair, Laney, like Russia, it's not like that's the first thing Russia did. Right? It's not like the first thing they did was to open up a military fucking operation. They actually opened up with diplomacy many, many times. There was a Minsk agreement where Russia said, you don't need to talk to us, you need to talk to people in Donbass. This is not between Moscow and Kiev, this is between Moscow and Donbass. And Zelensky fucking laughed during that entire meeting. And then when it escalated further from that, again, Russia offered the diplomatic solution to it. Which Zelensky just refused and said, not unless Russia's willing to give back Crimea. Which, like, Crimea has nothing to do with any of this. Crimea's long gone. They voted to fucking leave in 2014. It's over for Ukraine. Give it up with Ukraine. Or with fucking Crimea, I mean. But that's what it was, right? The very first, like, diplomatic efforts were mired by Zelensky saying, well, Putin would have to give back Crimea. Which makes no fucking sense. Oh my god, I know. Sinchel, it was so bad. It made me angry. How do I do this part? Look. Can I go in the corner here? Oh. And then you gotta go quick. I wasn't quick enough. Welcome in, fellow Putin puppet. It is like Campus Sesame Street in here. There you go, you're just giving me a stream title coming up. Campus Sesame Street. I'll do that when we're watching a lot of cartoons one day. Welcome all you comrades to Campus fucking Sesame Street. This is the letter I for imperialists.
So nice.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like here's the thing, right, Hash? Like, I don't admire him like I do, like, Kim Jong-il. Or Kim Jong-un. Or Stalin. Like, you know what I mean? I don't like admire him as, like, somebody I would look up to be elite, like, you know, someone I look up to and would want to, like, as, like, somebody who lived a good life and, like, someone that I would want to, like, emulate to certain degrees, right? Like Kim Jong-il, Stalin even, Lenin, Ho Chi Minh, Fidel, they all, like, did very inspirational things that, like, give me that feeling, right? Castro, yeah, exactly. With Putin, yeah, no. However, what I will say is, while I wouldn't model any of myself after Putin, the thing I would do is give him props because he definitely gets up the West's ass in a way that, like, Bernie could only ever hope to. In a way that people make, like, Bernie out to be doing, but doesn't, you know? Yeah, and that's exactly where I'm at, Sinchel. Exactly. Yep. And not just Nazism, but, like, Western imperialist-backed Nazism. So, again, I don't like him necessarily, but there is something to recognize there. And I will defend Russia and fucking even, like, I guess even to a degree, like, Russia, I defend Russia as it exists, I guess you could say, because if Putin was overthrown, I recognize that that'd probably be a terrible scenario for Russia. So, yeah, there is still there's a sense where, like, I'm gonna have to just own the fact that people would call me a Putin defender or whatever the fuck, right? There's a degree of that which, and then, like I say, you just, you kind of gotta own that a little bit. Because then, like I say, if you don't, you kind of do this ridiculous dance all the time. And you lose, like, sight of, like, the objective fact that, yeah, the US overthrowing Putin for whatever puppet they want to put in there would be so much worse. It's the same, like, with Assad. We said that with Assad for fucking years. That if Assad was overthrown, Syria would be much worse off. That if YPG, like literally in the context of saying, if YPG got what they wanted, it would be so much fucking worse for Syria. We said that. We said that to anarchists, literally. And then what happened? Like, that was our argument for anarchists. If you remember, that's what was, like, getting us called Assadist. Was saying that. Oh no, you jerk. They are the real ideologues. Okay, so I can't jump on him in this one, I guess. That's good to know. Yeah, what could go wrong? And I mean, the thing is, like, it's like this is, like I say, the main thing for me is that that's what the anarchists were cheering for. These fucking, the Rojava thing. Jesus Christ, the Rojava thing. Remember? YPG. It's like, no. No. Like, there's a reason why these fucking ads are running and essentially encouraging fucking US citizens to go and sign up for this fucking militia. There's a reason why that is allowed. You don't see that for fucking, like, Wagner in fucking Russia, right? You see it for Ukraine, and you saw it in that context. There's a reason. There's a reason they want you to go and fight for the YPG. I am actually an Assadist in that my ass is sad when I see an anarchist rear their nerd heads. Oh, that's where I'm at too, Jay. I see an anarchist and my ass gets sad. Imagine making my ass sad. Come on. Oh, well, you see what you get called. Chimera, welcome in. You support the lesser of two evils? Clearly, you must be a regime lover. The thing I get called over that is, of course, campist. I'm a big old campist, you see. And when I look up the definition, here's the funny part, right? Get ready to laugh at this. Here's the funny part. I look up what campus means, and it's anyone who thinks that anything that opposes the US is essentially good. And I'm like, with very few exceptions, yeah. I agree with that, with very few exceptions. Very, very few exceptions. So... But, and also, yes, I do actually like to go camping as well. No, anarchists don't like camping because they just want to turn their lives into a big white person's camping trip. Like white people type camping. Where you like have permanent 30-foot trailers all in like some sort of little fucking community. Yeah, okay, well, see, here's the thing. It depends on what you mean by good to me, Salty, right? And that's where you can get into all kinds of fun semantics with people. Like, for example, if by good you mean that, or like, if it's something that weakens U.S. imperialism, then I would say that, yep, that's good. That's straight up good, you know? Does it somehow weaken the U.S. imperial? If it somehow weakens U.S. imperialism, I would say that's good. Heavenly, almost. What the fuck is going on in this room? I want to get out of here. It's a bunch of, like, fish. Angry. Angry fish. I'm gonna get my firepower back. And while everything that opposes US imperialism might not be good, the fact that if it weakens US imperialism, that aspect is good. So it's like, that's why that word, that campus term is just so weird to me.
So nice.
Yeah, I mean, okay. There's a way, there is a way to camp in an RV and still have it be camping. You know what I mean? And there's certain RVs like that. And then there's a way to camp and your RV is clearly just meant to look like a fucking, like, multi-million-dollar mansion on fucking wheels. You know what I mean? Like, there's a big difference. Mager Guy, actually you're second. Kira V was the first to say first. Welcome in, comrade. Yeah, they call it glamping, I guess. Oh my god. I have heard that plenty of times. Glamping. We're glamping. That hurts. My god. Second, I was at least first in saying that. True. Good job. Congratulate you on that. Yeah, it's when you're camping, but it's so much luxury you don't even know you're camping anymore. I don't know. He hardly says anything. He hardly says anything. He just he puts on Trump blabbing and then that's it. The only thing he pointed out, which everybody has already pointed out, is that when you look at the meeting room where Zelensky was meeting Trump now, it's all full of gold. Which is true. If you compare it to the first time when Trump met with Zelensky, we now know what Trump meant by the Golden Age. He just meant putting lots of gold in the White House. Because he met with Zelensky in that same room, and it's like all gilded with gold now. The fireplace mantle has like gold inlay all over it now. The walls are all like, it look like they got like gold leaf like plastered on them now and shit. It's pretty funny. Apparently that's what Trump meant by the gold age. America's gold age is actually just Trump putting gold everywhere in the White House. Turns out. Okay, I'll try this shit again. Oh god, no! You know when I just made a terrible timing mistake and then I went backwards to try and rectify it and... Try this again. This time I'll do it like this. There, now I've got 2. Now this time, I'll wait till this comes out. Yeah, and then there. Ouch. Okay. I got this, I got it. Here we go. Hey. Oh, I feel bad about doing that. But channel my inner Mario, whose main hobby in life is animal cruelty. Oh shit! Oh, come on! God damn it. You slippery fucker. Oh. Right, I want this first. Because if I get this first, then this will be... That will be another firepower, which is good. Yeah, you'd think I would not do that, but I did it. Oh, there we go. Get that back. I'm struggling to keep the fucking flower, okay? It keeps me going. Oh my goodness, Mario, you're slippery in this game. Okay, when that comes out, we're going over and then up. Here we go, halfway point. Here we go. Whoa! What is this? Is that gonna fall on my head? Is that what's happening here? No, okay. Oh god, this is gonna be terrible, isn't it? Oh no, it's not nearly as terrible as I imagined that was gonna be. Here's the boss. Oh dear! It's a fucking tank. Oh my god! Come on out of there! Oh shit. Oh god. Oh.
So nice.
There we go. Another world complete. This puts us to the last world already. World 10. Next time we play, we'll beat this one. Well, that was quick.